Let's take a look at how easy it is to get Skybot Scheduler's SAP NetWeaver interface up and running. The SAP interface brings added functionality over the CCMS scheduler, as well as allows you to integrate SAP jobs with your other applications. So to begin, there are 3 steps. The first one is to define your SAP system to Skybot. We've got a system defined out there. And what you need to do is define the system using parameters that are from your SAP system. So on your connections, in the definition of your systems, here's my animal system. So this is the application server, the instance number, the system ID, and I put that same information into Skybot. The next 2 parameters then are optional. I'm going to pass on intercepted jobs right now, but I would recommend turning on polling. What the polling does is it allows Skybot to actually poll your SAP server and pull in the job definitions for any jobs that are running on that server. And I'll show you how that will make things a lot easier when you're setting up your Skybot jobs or your SAP jobs within Skybot. You also need to enter a default environment, and this would be used to run the jobs at the time that they're scheduled. This is our default that runs under SAP Star, and we need to store the password. You can also create multiple environments for each system. So I can look at, I see here I've got 3 different environments that I can select based on the user profile that's running those jobs. So that's step 1, set up your system definition. Step 2 then is to define the actual jobs or ABAP steps that are going to run when your Skybot jobs run. So if we take a look at this one, here's where you define the system that it's going to run on, the environment that it's going to use, and it pulls that in from your defaults. You can do some output distribution from this Skybot job if you like. And then down here are the actual ABAP steps that you're going to run when this job runs. Now, I've got one sleeper step out there, but I'm going to add another one to this job just to show you that what we've got is a finder. So if you start typing the name of the ABAP step that you want to run, Skybot will go over to your SAP server and find it. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. The other thing is if there are program variants that are associated with that program, you can select from a finder for that as well. So I'm going to pick this 10 minutes. So now I'm going to run 2 different SAP jobs in one of my Skybot jobs. So I've defined my SAP job. Step 2 is done. Now I want to take this SAP definition, I want to schedule it in Skybot. So I go to the Skybot jobs. I've got one defined out there, and this is where you add the SAP jobs to your Skybot job. So this is the agent that I'm going to run it on. I'm going to run this. I run this job every 5 minutes, but you can select any of the scheduling options that are available in Skybot. What I want to show you is the command. So now when I set up this job, one of the options that I have is to select a NetWeaver job, and these are the jobs that are defined to Skybot. So I've got this demo job that I just created. I can add another one. So if I select to run a NetWeaver job, I can say run it on any of my systems or a specific one, and then I can select from a list of SAP jobs that I've got defined out there. So I can run multiple SAP jobs in one Skybot job if I want to do that. So that's all it is to set that up. So now I've got my system, my SAP job, and I've got it scheduled to run at a certain time as a Skybot job. The other thing I want to show you then is how that polling works to pull in that the job definitions from your SAP server. So if we take a look at the SAP NetWeaver jobs, here are all the different jobs that run. Now, some of these are defined in Skybot, but some of them are not. So, and I think we can see the duration of when these jobs run, the user that they run under. What I can do if I want to add a new job into my Skybot schedule, I can just select, right-click on any one of these, select Create a Job Definition, And Skybot will go out, it will pull in the job name, it will pull in the system information that it's using. This is a high priority job. And it will also pull in the ABAP steps that are being run. If I go ahead and save that, I got to put a description in. Let me do that quick. And I'm also going to tag it. And I'll save this job. And now if I go back over to my NetWeaver job descriptions, I'll see a new job out there, SAP Paul. And now I can take this and schedule it in Skybot. Again, it's pulled in all the information that I need to run this job, including the steps that are run. Plug this into Skybot, and it will run on any schedule that I need it to run. So that's it. It's 3 easy steps, and now you're up and running your SAP jobs in Skybot Scheduler. And you're able to use all those functions, such as forecasting and security and job monitoring and job suites that Skybot has to offer.